What is up, everybody? We are back, the Level Up Lounge. It's your boy, Bruce McFly, and
Hi, I'm Bob. I'm Rain.
what? That was a wild move right there. I was like, what is going
Everybody's
on?
Bob this week. We support Bob. Project Century.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Um, yeah, let me make sure I gotta adjust your sound really quick here. What was that? My mic. Make sure I can be heard right now. Yeah. All right. Cool. I got you, Ed. I got you, Ed. We are good to go.
All right.
I'm pretty sure we are.
We
Hopefully,
are here.
all right. So, yeah, it's been a while. Let's explain a couple things first before we kick the show into overdrive. First thing first, there was a giveaway. The giveaway had changed. Will still be a winner announced, and I wasn't prepared to do it today. I got to set everything up, so the next show we have next week, the winner will be announced. We'll spin the wheel live right here, and we'll just whoever the wheel lands on, you the winner. That's pretty much that. Also, we shouldn't have any more breaks for a while. It was just personal things going on in the background, but we good to go now. And Ab, you got anything to say?
Nope. Yep. Good to go in the background. Life is life in. Now we back on the routine.
Yep. That's what I am talking about. So, what's the run of the show? What we got going on today?
So this week we're going to talk about the Thunderbolts, Asterix, aka the new Avengers, just released this past week in
Mm-hmm.
the movies, and then we'll talk about WWE. It's been getting real in the world wrestling entertainment business, and then we'll go over everyone's love hate relationship with The Last of Us, and just talk about any other upcoming shows or drops in the summer.
I want to key in real quick on what you said. Everyone's love hate relationship with The Last of Us. I think it's forced hate. I am. That's all I gotta say because to me, my personal opinion, The Last of Us is a masterpiece. It's just what it is to me. But anyway, I digress. Let's kick the show off. However you want to start it.
Do you want to start with The Last of Us first, since we're already kind of there?
I mean, it's gonna be quick with me because I kind of already said how I feel about it. I mean, the game. I'm all right. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a background. I ain't gonna take too much of our time up, but when The Last of Us One first came out on what was that PlayStation 3, I bought it, never finished it, moved on with life. Fast forward, the first Last of Us game I wound up completing was part 2, which made me go back to part 1. But I already knew the story to part 1. I want to say that because my son beat it. But part 2, I played that. I was like, the writing and the gameplay, all of that, the graphics, all of that was amazing to me. Like Sony pretty much doesn't miss with their in-house studio games to me. I'm I like all the systems, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, all of them, but and I pretty much feel that I'm unbiased when I say things. But The Last of Us is a different level game, and that's why it translates so well into like TV because the story, you could tell the main story, and there are also side stories that can be formatted into their own television show. So, like, it's like a more mature Walking Dead to me. That's what it is. But yeah,
Okay.
I love it. I mean, it's not a spoiler now, but just in case you haven't watched Last of Us season 2
Spoiler alert.
or played the second video game, spoiler alert. Give you 3 seconds. One, two, three. I already knew Joel was going to die. I mean, I was prepared for that. And I also this is going to rub some people the wrong way. I'm a fan of Abby. When I played part 2, Abby was my favorite character. I loved I just loved her as a character. I know people are going to like get at me for that, but hey, on to
Well,
you, sis.
people are mostly upset. So let's talk about Abby. Um, Before the episode aired of Joel's death and
Mm-hmm.
after, people were mostly upset because they feel like physically Abby didn't match her character in the game. You know, they
Right.
wanted like a Rhea Ripley, Ronda Rousey type of character, and then we
Right.
got um this other actress. I can't remember her name right now, but she's known for one of her shows on Netflix. It's called apple cider vinegar, and I've seen her before, and she is a phenomenal actress. She does emotional captivity very well. So
Mm-hmm.
I love that part about her. I felt like her emotional pull, her I feel like
Mm-hmm.
her and Ali Bella Ramsey character made that episode better because emotionally they captivated the audience. My only
Mm,
issue is I felt like they rushed the because everybody knew the death was happening. I felt like they rushed it a little bit. I felt like they could have had a little bit more backstory for Abby so people
right.
can get to know her and understand that even though she's not physically, she was in the militia, she was in the military, she's with the wolf. Maybe see her training because in the game we got maybe in the future, but in the game we kind of got to look at the training and how the wolves operated and what they had. I felt
Right.
like
Right.
they could
Right.
have had that maybe a little bit of a 5 year, maybe a flashback. All we got
Mm-hmm.
was her in her mind when she lost her daddy, and then flash forward to present day, and then we also had the fall of Jackson. It was
Mm,
so much going on that episode. I think they kind of rushed how it could have been portrayed to the audience. I love Abby. Like I'm an
yeah.
Abby fan too. So, I don't think it's realistic to see an adaptation to be exactly one for one
Right.
because, it's hard to get people to you want to have good actors and sometimes it doesn't really matter what they look like. But I think one, we are in the Pedro Pascal effect. I call it that because he has these, short term contracts where he comes in, he's the except for Mando, but he comes in, he's the, the Italian gorgeous guy, and then he gets
Mm,
killed, and it's like, we're kind of stuck like.
mm,
But we thought he was the main character, and if you played
right.
the game, obviously, if you know in the last of Ellie is actually the main character of the
Mm,
game. So I think that if they would have maybe waited to kill Joel in episode 3 and maybe had us do the fall of Jackson and then maybe introduced the Abby and maybe gave us like a cliffhanger right before Abby kills Joel, I think it probably would have smoothed the season over
right.
because to me it feels like we're missing some of the parts that made the game great. It's like, in the game, we were already in the future and we were kind of chronologically going back. Now we're chronologically going in order, but we're not seeing some of the things that made the game like just a little bit more, And I don't know. I just feel like I hope they do flashbacks with Joel and Ellie because I've been waiting for that and it hasn't seen like we got the guitar scene, but we didn't get the flashback to the
Mm,
porch. Like, it just seems like, because those are optional cut scenes in the game, they kind of make it seem like let's just go in order. But I feel like that's what's missing so far in this season two. Season one was great, but season two just feel like it's missing just a little bit more to give it that Walking Dead feel. Like, when we talk about the comparison, like the death of Glenn death is probably going to go down in history as one of the most
mm,
like TV deaths, next to like Opie and things like that. Like one of the most jaw dropping TV deaths. I think if they would have let Abby wail on Joel a little bit more, maybe show the brutality of it, I think it would have kind of cut the whole she's not fit for that role type of thing. We did see her punch her a little bit and we saw the killing, but I feel like if we would have had that kind of like prolonged death, it would have made it a little bit more powerful and a little bit more set in stone for Ellie's revenge. I'm gonna stop talking. I feel like I talk a lot.
mm. uh, I see your point, and we just gonna agree to disagree. We can move on with that. What's the next show we got? What's the next one we got?
Well, we're not done with One Glass of Us yet. You watched the most recent episode?
I thought you was not. Hold on. Were we
No.
talking episode to episode or just
I mean,
overall?
I guess we can just talk about both because I mean we gotta talk about one of the best actors about to hit the screen, Jeffrey Wright. Like he's about to
Oh
come
yeah,
in
yeah,
and
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Isaac,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
he is like the Black Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Like
yeah. Yeah,
if
he
he's in the
is.
show, he's going to kind of like
He is like I liked the way he was. He portrayed this character. Well, seeing him on HBO portraying the character, it made him feel like he was the main character of the show. The way I say Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I'm about Negan and shit. Because that's my guy. Negan
yeah,
is my guy. Like anyway, Jeffrey Wright, that's his name.
yeah.
Jeffrey Wright. And yeah, I just like the way when he plays certain roles like Westworld. I liked him as what was his name in Westworld again?
He was he was dang it, he was in the first season.
Whatever.
Who
He
was
was that guy. He was that guy.
he was
I go
actually two
all
guys.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. See, I go all the way back with this actor from what was that? Shaft. He was
Hmm.
Peoples Hernandez or something. He like, hey, Shaft, fuck you, Shaft, or whatever he would say. But yeah, I've liked him since that
And
when
he's
he
also
popped
the
up
Watcher
again.
in Marvel.
And he's also what is it in Batman?
Oh,
You know,
Commissioner Gordon.
yeah. Whew.
Yep.
I almost lost. I mean, well, I did lose my comic book card on that one. Woo. But yeah, he Commissioner Gordon. Um, but yeah, but the newest episode, I'm trying to remember everything. Go ahead, you talk, and I'll just step in when I remember something.
Well, Ellie's a dad. She found out her, Adina, and Jesse
Like,
having a
let me
baby.
play. Let me stop. I'm playing. I know what it is. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm just playing. I'm playing. I
um,
told you
she also
I love it. I love Last of Us. So
she also revealed to Dina that she, is immune because she got bit.
right, she
She
got
let
bit.
herself get bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, and then we see the making of Isaac, from how he, joined the wolves and the
That was
hint
I like
towards the
that.
fight.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, when he killed the squad, he was like,
He was like, "Yeah, you come with me.
"Yeah, you
Get you
said,
some training."
everybody, Sarge, blow up."
But then you seen how they showed that same guy when he years later down the line, he was
He was
like, yeah,
still
he
in
was tough,
line.
and they're like, yeah, they get what they deserve. When he was talking about
Yeah,
was this the scars when he was talking about the
just yep.
Seraphites? Yeah, man. Like,
And
he
then we see
became a
him
completely
have a
different character.
very, grinching scene with the Seraphites and the copper pans.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a great intro for him. Like, I mean, I like the flashback, but I feel like that moment was like his intro. It was like, let me show you, I'm on the screen now. He had that
Right,
little subtle voice he do when he's like trying to be nice and talk to you, but really he's the bad guy.
right,
Like,
right. He got that like inquisitive but stern, like where he asking you things, but you know that if you answer wrong, you about to get effed up, bro. He was like,
yeah,
"Are you sure about that?" You be like the dude when he turned around, he already had his hand out, like, "Yo, go ahead, just do what you want to do."
yeah.
That was
I
crazy,
give him
bro.
that though. That was pretty. I mean, badass. He like, I mean, you ain't about to get nothing down. He said it. He got him. He was like, wolves leave and come Seraphites. Seraphites never go back to be wolves.
Right,
And he
right,
said
right.
that's
That
how they
was a
gonna
dope.
lose the battle. So I
Yep,
like
yep, yep.
that.
Hmm.
He was Bernard. I had to Google it. Bernard in Westworld.
Yes,
He
Bernard.
was Bernard.
Bernard.
Yeah.
Had
Peace
that same
Westworld.
voice in
That
it.
was my.
I said, "No, no, no, my name is Bernard. Hi, my name is Bernard." But yeah, yeah, yeah. What else happened in this episode? That yeah, Abby and them. I think they're going to pop up the second half of the season.
Okay.
Or I don't know. It might this whole season might be the Ellie part, and then next season might be the Abby part.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Yeah, because they were saying the second, third season they're gonna start getting into like the Seraphites and the Wolves backstory.
mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what we're waiting for next season. We'll kind of get like like a bunch of flashbacks of how
Well, hold
and
on.
also
Let's not talk about, because it might be somebody that's going to watch this that don't know what's
oh okay
ahead.
yeah
Yeah, let's.
spoilers.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah,
We gonna.
never mind. Yeah, you guys gotta watch Last of Us Sundays HBO.
Yeah,
No, man,
we
not
ain't gonna
there.
spoil that for you, man. We just gonna see where they take it, because they can change. They can change whatever they want. They've already took small liberties with certain things in the story. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into that here, because that will be a spoiler for the people that this is their introduction to The Last of Us and want to go back and play the game. So yeah, go ahead and do that. All right,
Yep.
moving right along. What's next?
Alrighty, what's next?
I I would rather I would if I could suggest something, I want to go
Mhm.
with the Thunderbolts.
Alrighty, Thunderball asterisk.
So right now, if you have not seen this movie, I know it's still early. It's been out less than a week. Yeah, less than a week. So for this is we're at the 18:25 mark, 18 minutes and 25 seconds. Um Sports bot, what is that? Oh yeah, my Oreos bot just popped up. Yeah, I think you should give us like skip ahead like 30 minutes. Just take
Yep.
that much time out. And if you go too far ahead, just rewind a little back. Rewind a little back. Okay. I have a tweet that I've shared April 25th of this year. I was
Okay.
like, what if that asterisk I can never say that word the right way, but what if that asterisk means they're really the new Avengers? I didn't, to be completely honest, I didn't say use the word new like the name of this shit was going to be New Avengers. I was just saying, what if they are a new version of the Avengers? And I felt like I got vindicated, because before that, I never saw anyone say that. And I just threw it out there. But I'm glad I made it a tweet so I could go back and show the world I said that. You feel me? So
Okay.
at the end, when they took that off and started showing the new Avengers, and now the marketing is revealing that the movie is called The New Avengers. I'm like, yo, somebody give me a call. Y'all need to hire me. WWE or MCU, whatever acronym you need, hire me.
Okay.
But yeah, but yeah, I love the movie. I will give it a rating after we both finish talking about it. But I
Okay.
just want to give you a clue. My rating is on the high side.
Okay. Well, I actually love the movie too. I thought it was a refreshing take on the end of the phase.
Mm,
After watching Captain America Brave New World, I realized that this movie was more like cohesive. Like the plot made sense to the movie, and it also made sense to the MCU and where they're going. It didn't just seem
mhm.
like they was putting a bunch of movies together and trying to figure out how they was gonna make it work. So
Right.
I love that part of that. I love the fact that they were revealed as the new Avengers. I didn't guess it. I'm
Mhm.
glad you did. I did see the new Avengers talk going around. A lot of people thought it was associated to the Young Avengers. They thought they
Mhm.
were going to rename them New Avengers. Now we know that's wrong. So everybody who thought that is wrong. And I think it supports the theory that one of the theories I've seen is that if we are going to get this Doomsday, this Marvel versus Marvel, X Men versus Marvel, two sides. I think it's good to have two Avengers because now we have the new Avengers with Bucky and Yelena, and then we also have Sam's Avengers. And I think that's a good way to set up that like Civil War effect they might give in Doomsday, where we
Right.
got all out chaos, two sides thinking they're both right, just trying to figure out how to make things, work. So I thought it was great. Like
Right,
I actually, and I'm a little bit more critic. I gave it a higher rating, because I loved it. I don't have
right.
anything bad to say about it. Like, I just wish it was a little bit shorter. I think in some parts it was like we can kind of just speed this along,
If
but
I had,
go
I
ahead.
don't mean to cut you off. If I had one thing bad to say about it, and
Hmm.
it's pretty much a hangover from Black Widow. Why
Okay.
was Shorty the Taskmaster? Why was she even in this movie?
Oh my god.
Like, I'm like, why didn't? Because when Black Widow first came out, that dude that you thought that was interested in Natasha, you thought he was the Taskmaster, and I just recently saw, maybe today or maybe it was yesterday evening, on Twitter, they were like, his version of the Taskmaster was supposed to be more like, he was more insane or something like that. He was more of a crazy guy. I was like, they took that from us. And then to add Taskmaster in this movie where you thought they might build her out more as a character, because this movie was all about humanizing everybody, showing like what life has been like for them since whatever. You feel me? So you thought you could have got that with Shorty. No. The first 5 minutes you've seen her, she was out of there. You feel me? It was like, oh, you was like, hey, that's Tasman. Oh, was that, did she really? Hold up, she gonna come back at the end or something.
No, that was a kill shot. She was dead.
Yo, so that was basically like a waste for me.
I think they were just
Uh
trying to kill her off so they can replace her. That's what it felt like.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
Who
that
they
was like,
replace her with? Who they replace?
well, we have the multiverse, so any
Hmm.
taskmaster can come up,
Oh
like, so I
yeah.
think that
Maybe
was like, because
the
people,
real one.
yeah, because people really hated that change, and I think it would have been not as bad if it was actually written well. I think she could
Right.
have been a great female taskmaster, but they kind of just made her like Deadpool pre MCU, like with the mouth
Mhm.
sewn up. That's what
What was
she
that?
was.
That was Wolverine, wasn't it?
The Wolverine origins.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
yeah, yeah.
Like she was literally like they even like they showed like they had her in like one of the scenes in the trailer. She
Mm.
never showed that. It just didn't feel like removing her.
That's
Like dang,
crazy, yo.
what's
That's
happening? But
crazy.
that scene was hard. I mean, despite her not being in it, she did a good fight scene. I give her that.
Yeah. What else? Oh, Century. I liked how they did Century. I
Bravo. Yes,
mean,
I was
yeah, it's
afraid.
like, you know what? That gave me even more, like, I believe in them even more to get Galactus right now. I believe, like, with seeing how they did the Century, and even though the Void isn't one for one comic book Void like the look, but I love that. I love that, and he's like the mega power on their version of the Avengers. So they had,
Yeah.
you could see, as powerful as the OG Avengers are, they got the Hulk, maybe Thor if they come back. You have the Sentry over here who has been known to fight the Hulk at his strongest, which is World War Hulk. And they both fought to a standstill, which I have that comic book. I love it. I love that book. But so that's dope as I don't know what to me. So I just can't wait to see Galactus. I'm even more pumped to watch the Fantastic Four, especially with the final credit scene. Like I saw that. All I had to see was that, and you already know what character I'm waiting for.
Doom. Doctor Doom.
Like I'm waiting for them to call and tell me my mask is ready. All of this. Like, Doctor Doom is my guy, and I just cannot wait. So yeah, I love it. You wanna? I'm gonna let you give your rating first. Mine is locked in. We doing. I guess whenever we review things. All right, let's do this now because I don't ever think we've discussed this, and let's have it this conversation live on the air with whoever watches this. When we rate things, are we doing a 1 through 5 system or a 1 through 10 system? And
Let's
are
do
there
1 through 10.
halves or 1 through 10? And are there halves or just whole numbers?
We could do halves.
Okay,
I'm
that's all I
strong
need
believe
to
in a good
know.
decimal.
So, with that being said, what do you give this movie? We are doing, I think eventually I'm gonna have to log this information. I will log it. I'll log it after the show that this is our, I guess, absolute first review that's recorded live on air with a number system established. What do you
Live review.
give the new Avengers?
Um, all things considering, I gave it an 8 out of 10. Gave it an 8 out of 10.
Wow. I actually thought something different here. I thought something different.
I gave it
So
8 out of 10.
to me, I've always been a sucker for ground level comic book stories. That's why
Mhm.
some of my favorite characters are Batman, Spider-Man, Wolverine, guys like that. Even Captain America, guys that are they aren't mega powers flying in space type whatever. And one of my favorite MCU movies was not Civil War, The Winter
The Winter
Soldier.
Soldier,
One of my favorite movies like that.
arguably
And
the best MCU movie.
and I love this version of the Black Widow. What's her name again?
Elena.
Yeah, Elena. Ever since the Black Widow movie, I felt like she stole that movie, and I just loved her character. And then when I saw her pop
Yeah.
up in Hawkeye, and I like Kate and this Black Widow, so I'm like they could have a buddy movie all by themselves. So
Hmm.
now here she took this. This was her movie. This was her
Yeah.
movie.
She
And
gave us passed the mantle very well for her.
so with all that being said, I'm not gonna rehash what we just talked about. The movie got a 9 for me. It got a 9 because everything in the middle from well, I'll just say this. You got Endgame, and then you got this movie. Everything in the middle, I rate this movie higher than everything in the
Okay.
middle. That's how I feel. I
Saw my
be,
face.
and we could throw any
Only
and
because
I
somebody
love
got
Spider
raped.
Man. I loved Spider
I
Man.
know No Way Home is just hard to.
I,
It's something
but
about Tom
this
McGuire coming on screen
the
that just
the
is still mind blowing to me.
the thing about
Like,
this movie felt like the first Avengers movie to me. Them building a team,
I
having that
agree.
moment, like it was
They
a
need to rebuild the team.
and then the team, like how the Avengers came together at the end of that, they eat that shawarma at the end of that movie
Yeah.
together. Just they were together at the end of this movie, like we family, man. Like they was
Yeah,
just in
they're different Avengers than the
yeah,
first one. I feel like the first one felt more commercialized, like they had to be
right,
put together for the face of the
right,
world. I feel like this is kind of just like the Rat Tag group that kind of came together because of
right.
circumstances. And now they want to be good people, like they want to be the heroes, and I think that's what made them, you
Mhm.
know,
And then how they
not
got
like
the name, how they got the original name, the Thunderbolts, they changed
yeah,
because it was named after Thunderbolt
the
Ross. It was
Demons.
named after Thunderbolt Ross, but they was a soccer team. That was kind of I like how they
Team
did
Red. Red Guardian. I love
that.
Red Guardian. Oh my god, bravo to Red Guardian. Like that he's a great character. Like I can't
I
remember the
got
guy who plays him, but I love him in Stranger Things and
yeah. I thought I
he's
was
pretty
gonna
good
get
at
tired
this.
of his comedy. I thought I was because I
Nah.
was like, he was just hard, hard,
Especially
hard, me champion,
when he pulled
Mother
up in the
Russia.
desert. The Falcon's going to kill you.
Mother Russia.
He was like, "What version of super soldier serum you get?" And the soldier was like, "I don't know, the Hydra
Right.
one." He's like, "That's the good one. That's the good one."
Hell
That
yeah.
was hilarious. Like
He was like, me and you one the same. We both
we just
Captain America. All right.
he was great. But
What we
yeah,
got?
okay. I do have a question though before we move on.
What's up?
A big thing was that do you feel like the post credit scene? A lot of people have been talking online. Do you think
Mm.
the post credit scene spoiled the ending of the Fantastic Four movie? And if so, why? And if so, if not, why not?
You know what? I really didn't even think of this, but hmm, you know why I'm not. Well, I'm gonna reserve my right to comment on that because that whole scene that they showed us can be a throw off.
That's what I said. Because you can't.
So, oh,
Uh,
oh, I thought you dropped out. You dropped out for a split second. I was like,
oh
oh
no.
no, but you bet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't trust. They lie all the time. Ever since that
Mm,
one time the Hulk was in the trailer and he wasn't, I don't believe
yeah,
nothing they got to say.
that you can't get me, man. So I'm like, I'm gonna just reserve judgment on that. Like, I like with me, I always judge the final product, not the parts I see. Let me see everything because you might be seeing things out of context, and
Exactly.
I'm not doing all that. So, yeah.
And I think I brought this argument. I think is that one we have to realize that the post credit scene was created by the Russo brothers, so
Mm-hmm.
they obviously did it for a reason.
Right.
I think that the other thing is that we have to remember Fantastic Four is set in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So the year, so what happens in the future is completely, it's because it totally makes sense that if this is a future event because we're going to the past Fantastic Four. And
Right.
then also, like you said, we don't know this just because we see this doesn't mean this can mean anything. Like we don't
Right.
know what happens, if they defeat, like they may defeat the Galactus. We don't know if the baby prays. We don't know none. All we know is that we had to know that they had to get to this MCU, the main universe, in some way, and
And
they just basically told us.
you know what? That also could be that when they were trying to find ways to stop Galactus from coming to find their planet, they stumbled upon ours and said, "Oh, there are multiple. We found a multiple. We found another Earth. So
We
let
found
and they
another
found a
Earth.
way to go back to their own to try to figure something else out. But Galactus came anyway. So that could have been the middle of the movie that we saw.
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
it could be
So
a part of that time loop. It could be,
right.
so we don't really know. So I don't think people should jump to conclusions too much. I don't think Marvel's is going to spoil the
Mm,
end of Fantastic Four because it is a big deal. This movie does kind of like, I hate to say it, but it kind of like puts a lot of things in balance. Like it was
right.
already a risk because of so many failed Fantastic Four movies,
Right. Right.
and
Right.
we're inserting them into a main ending, which is Doomsday. So I just think that scene was kind of just to excite us about the next movie, but I really think it's we're not going to know how Fantastic Four ends until we watch it. I
Right,
think that's what's
right,
going to
right,
be the surprise. So
right, right,
yeah, I'm
right,
glad to talk about that. Yep, that's all. And another thing I wanted to say is I am also glad that when they did Century, they didn't Legion him. So, because I was afraid they was going to go full Legion and he was going to be like full
oh, yeah,
crazy,
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
glad
yeah,
they
yeah.
didn't, they
Right, right,
settled
right,
him
right.
enough, he
I
got,
forgot all about that show. My bad.
Legion was my show, and it just
Yeah.
kind of took a weird left, but
Right, right.
it never came back. But I'm glad that they were able to give us the three versions of him, and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully by Doomsday, which ideally I think is going to happen, that he's going to be able to have some control over his power, and
Okay.
that's how we're going to get Sentry to play a role into the fight. Because him being
Oh,
Bob
okay.
ain't helping us.
Right, right. Um, because Bob is just sitting there, what
He
we
do the
going?
dishes though. He do the
Yeah,
dishes.
you feel me? All right. So
All right.
Thunderbolts, we good with Thunderbolts? You,
Thunderbolts, we're
you
good.
gave it an 8. I gave it a 9. So overall, the show we gave it an 8.5. Eight and a
Yep.
half. I'll put the list up somewhere, but yeah, 8.5. So what we got next? What we got next?
WWE.
Oh, it's
Raw.
so much for yo,
Monday Night Raw.
so much wrestling has happened since the last time me and you have
we
been here. So
Backlash,
you know what?
WrestleMania.
We and the thing is, it was crazy. I don't even think we're going to be able to watch Backlash because you are attending other things, right? Or
Oh yeah, dang!
so
I'm gonna have to
either
watch it
way,
on
I'm not going to be able
Instagram.
to watch it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have it.
Watch it through
So
WWE reviews.
so, but as of now, I guess we can talk about current things with a mix of some
Predictions.
things we gotta reference in the past to
Hmm.
talk about now. So with that, we'll try to keep it current. Um, so how did you feel? What was it? We didn't even talk about WrestleMania and none of that.
Nope.
So okay, how do you feel about John Cena up to this point?
Well, as predicted, John Cena won WrestleMania,
Mm,
which was pretty obvious, I think, at that
mm,
point. But I think I think we probably go back to like the first or the second episode. I said that I think he's going to lose the title at SummerSlam. I
mhm,
still hold that to be true. I think that the next logical thing was to put him against Randy Orton because of their history, their feud in
mhm,
the past. But and I hate to say it, and I love my boy Randy Orton is one of my favorite. Like he's one of my favorite wrestlers. He's gonna lose
mhm,
on. He's gonna lose a
mhm,
backlash, and it's
mhm.
not because he don't deserve to win. It's because we're not done the John Cena tour yet.
Nope,
Like
nope.
we're not done. So I think it's going to be now. I don't know how the fight's going to end because in WrestleMania, obviously, I didn't expect Travis Scott to come out, and let me tell you something. I had to send The Rock a DM the next morning because I don't know what his problem was, but he should have showed up at WrestleMania. Like, what was that? Like, what? I was livid.
Man, man, the
I was
match of
livid.
WrestleMania was the women Bianca, Io, and Rhea to me. Oh no, it was
Yep.
a tie. It was two triple threat matches. The main event of night one
Yep.
and the
Bianca.
yeah, who's that? Oh, what's
Be-
up, Skitty? You, that's somebody for
What's
you.
up,
Uh,
Skitty? Yes, sir.
yeah. So both of the triple threats to me were what it was. I love those. I just knew that main event of night two was going to be amazing. I just knew it was going to be something
It
that it
was.
absolutely was not. Even the main event of night two absolutely was not what I thought it was going to be. But I don't want to go. I don't want to linger onto that.
And the thing is, I actually predicted it 100%. I knew that once they showed us that Seth Rollins needed a favor from Paul Heyman, I knew Paulie was going to do what Paulie always going to do, and he was going to switch it up on everybody.
No,
And
hold up. You confusing me. I'm talking about the main event of night two, Cena
oh,
versus.
Cena, oh, they said night
Yeah,
one. Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
I
Uh,
said the main event of night one
okay,
and the triple threat with the women, Rhea, Bianca, and Io. They were the two matches that I loved of
the
WrestleMania.
most.
Other than that,
Yeah,
everything was mid to trash to me. So,
yeah. I
but
was really disappointed.
the Cena, yeah, that Cena match, I thought it was gonna be The Rock and the third man was gonna come out
And let me ask you a question. What happened to our boy, like Stone Cold? Did he have one too many drinks? Because how did he ride? He drove right into the audience. He
that
was
man,
like, "Urgh."
that man killed that lady, man. That man
They had to
killed
cut the
that
credits. They
lady.
put the commercial on.
Right, hold on, hold
I
on. I
said,
hear you. Go ahead.
I said, this what he came out for? To ride around?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
he can't even ride the same. My man was like, I can't wrestle. I can't even ride.
That's crazy,
And then they took
man.
32 minutes from us because WrestleMania was supposed to end at 11 and it ended like 10:25. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand what happened. Maybe it just, I felt like they focused on a lot of stuff that just didn't make. some sense. Like the Jade
Mm.
and Naomi was dry. Like they did all
Yeah,
that
man. I
build up
mean,
to give us a dry fight. Like it just
well, Naomi, one thing, she carried that match, but Jade showed me she got a bigger move set. So I liked
yeah.
that match also. I respected it. Um, it's a lot of matches I don't remember, so I'm gonna let you continue to throw the names out there. But I like that match. I like that one.
The Fatal 4-Way match was actually surprisingly good.
Who was that?
Penta, not Rey
Oh,
Mysterio. Penta,
I
Dom.
well, probably more than just me predicted it, but I knew Dawn was gonna win, and I cheered
Yeah,
for him because yeah, I just knew. I just said I was Dom is gonna win tonight. He's gonna get it, but I'm not gonna take credit for that because I saw people say, yeah,
yeah,
I called
yeah.
that. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job. I think that match was really actually decent because I was,
right,
putting it to be. I was surprised at his skill set. I never really see him fight. Normally, he's like the interjector. So to see
right,
him actually win and deserve the win was really good.
right, right,
We
right.
had the old Barbie versus new Barbie, Tiffy versus Charlotte, and Charlotte ain't come back since. That girl home crying between her legs because Tiffy done I was actually really happy for Tiffany Stratton because she did a really good job. The match was boring, but she won the match and she
That
won it
match
fair
was
and square.
trash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they was dressed alike. It was really weird. Like I
yeah.
don't know.
I thought they might have was gonna make out in that motherfucker. You feel-
Like hey, Vince is gone now. We can't do that no
right,
more.
right.
And then
Hold
we
on.
got Yeet, the
Oh
opening
yeah,
main event
yeah.
anywhere.
WWE, WWE. We got that.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna buy me
man.
some Yeet glasses because I need them. Like I'm gonna get because my man Jay Uso was like, I'm winning
The thing
and
that's
I'm winning.
crazy, last year when we was at WrestleMania, I mean,
Mhm.
all of us, Fallon, we was supposed to buy her some glasses, but I left out the store once I got my CM Punk hoodie, and now she still keep talking about where I want my glasses. So y'all both want them glasses, them yeets.
You gonna get me a pair of Yeet glasses and I'm gonna get me a Yeet mullet and I'm gonna just
Oh, yeet mullet, you gonna get your hair just braided like that?
yeah. So I come in like, look, son, get this
Uh,
love up loud, son. Like,
you was like, you be like 4 letters, one word, yeet.
and now they all talk the same. The whole family got the same exact monologue.
except for my guy, my tribal chief. Roman is a complete geek, yo. He is a geek. It's like he was the if you look at the videos where they showed him back in the day, it's like Roman was the nerd that they be like, yo, you gotta wear these sneakers, bro. Like they got him right. And now that he got that role where he's the number one guy in the company, he just I guess he's too into that character now. Like how Ric Flair wasn't really Ric Flair until he
Hmm.
created that character. Now he thinks he's Ric Flair when he's not Richard Flair. He's not Richard Flair. He's Ric Flair. You feel me? He lost that human inside of that character. So that's what I say. That is, man. He lost being who he was. Anyway, let me be quiet,
Inside
man. You
of the
right.
trap. It's okay. Yeah, so I mean now we've got WrestleMania, we got the aftermath of everything, you know. And now we're at a situation where currently we are forming a new I don't know what they call themselves yet, the terrible three, the terrifying triplets,
You talking about
the
Paul and them?
Paul Heyman,
You talking about the
Seth
tan two
Rollins,
plus Seth? The tan two plus next thing you know,
Braun
next week
Breaker.
all three gonna be tanned up. Hey, your man said, Skitty said, I gotta get back into wrestling. My cousin still be rocking it. Every now and again, I guess I live vicariously through y'all. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. I love to tell everybody I love wrestling. Yeah, I mean, we grew up on well, we both we grew up off of it. We used to, well, me and others used to slam Ebony or Rain through stuff.
Through a lot
That's
of
how she
things.
got initiated into wrestling. So
Should probably be
yeah.
a crime how many times I got Rikishi, but it's okay.
Yo, who you talking about the stank face?
Yes.
Who stank faced you? Because I know you
I
making
could look
shit.
y'all's Hooper shorts up and be like, why are you lying? Like, I don't understand.
Hey, hey, yo, all right.
I used to be like, I'd be like, not again.
Yo, we used to 3D you. I don't know what you talking about, some Rikishi.
Yeah, when you drop this tomorrow, now everybody's gonna know.
She just hit a me too on live on air. Oh my gosh,
Don't try
yo.
this at home. I'm glad wrestling moves are way more appropriate now because it wasn't back in the
I
day.
can't believe you just said it. Yo, this is a moment. I'm definitely clipping this shit up, man. Oh my gosh, this was a laugh. She said a nigga pull his hooping shorts up.
I remember that. So someone has some explaining to do, but it's okay. And laugh off
I'm mad
camera.
too, goddammit. I'm mad. Who gotta explain this shit? Cause I know for goddamn sure it was me. So who asked we got bust?
One of your other characters. This week it was the pin. Next week it was Jr. Major Jr. and pin.
All right, man. We got to move the fuck on, man.
All right. Anyway, so
Oh man, yo got me in tears out this bitch.
on to the
Woo.
10 trifecta
Right.
of Seth freaking Rollins, Paul Heyman, and Braun Breaker. Poor Braun Breaker. He don't know what's going on, but he there.
Right.
He'd be like, huh? We gonna do what tonight? Paul be like, just keep up, bro. But they treat him like the Batista of the group. So not to say it like that, but maybe that would be like some foreshadowing for how he decides to eventually go back on his own. But um, I think that Seth Rollins. See, I thought on Monday they was going to ask Jay to join them at
Mm-hmm.
first, but then I was like, this seems like Paul Heyman is used to making champions. And not saying that Seth Rollins has never been a champion or he can't be a champion without Paul Heyman. That's just Paul Heyman's niche. He makes legends. He makes champions.
Right.
So the logical thing would be to go to the easiest champion to not avert Cena's storyline, and that would be go to Jay Uso. So
Mm.
I was afraid. I thought Jay Uso was about to lose because I really want him to hold the title a little bit long. But
Mm.
I'm so glad that CM Punk came out. I knew he was coming out, but I was so
Right,
glad my man
right.
came out because poor Jay Uso, he was out there getting
Jay,
them blues.
yeah, he was getting his ass. Hold on, what's this?
He was trying.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
That's
Hell
fine.
yeah. Yo, this daggone thing over here. All right, yeah. That whole I said that. Abby, you gotta get me back on track because I was trying to type something in. I heard what you were saying. You was talking about Jey Uso. He needed that help, that assist that he got. So heard that. So what are we the subject of wrestling? We was making up on catching up on WrestleMania. I
Hmm.
think what I wanted to ask you, you already said it. You was talking about this new group with Paul Heyman, Steiner, Braun, what's his name? Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins, which I think, well, my wife said she thinks the next person, if they add a person, will be Becky Lynch. That'll be the third man, will be the man. You feel me? So, I mean, and that kind of tracks for me because I believe before CM Punk is done, CM Punk and AJ Styles, I mean AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. They're gonna have the intergender matches with both their wives, husband and wife, versus each other. And I think AJ is still training, getting herself back in ring shape because I feel like that might be a SummerSlam match.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and
Okay.
I believe she's getting herself ready to go because I've seen her recently on some AJ Lee, and she looks like she's in shape. She's a personal trainer or she does some type of healthy living thing. I don't want to speak out of turn. So, but she still does something with fitness, and I just recently saw her. She's in really, really, really good shape. So I believe she just got to get her wrestling timing back, and they're gonna have a match because that's printing money right there. Everybody want to see AJ Lee now with Punk versus Seth, and you throw Becky in there. That's a great match. Well, potentially great match.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Becky, she's been. I'm not really, a fan of her right now, but I can see her being added. Like, I do like the fact that they're giving Lyra Vicarious, since what happened to her at WrestleMania, or since
Mm-hmm.
her WrestleMania debut, a different, like, they're like changing her character, because I do think she needs to be a little bit more. She needs a character. Like, she's a great champion, great wrestler, but she doesn't really have any like personality, and that's not really good for this type of entertainment. So
Right,
I
right,
don't.
right, right.
I think that their beef is going to probably either lead to Becky becoming the Intercontinental Champion, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why, and that might lead to her then joining, the group, and then we have two champions. But I think the wrench in her plan is Bailey. I think
Mm-hmm.
the big Bailey coming back is going to be like, her Achilles heel. Um,
Mm.
Now that we have Punk back, I'm curious to see, exactly where they're going to keep his mind,
Right, right, right.
because, oh man, it's up. But
I was about to
because,
say, damn.
bec- because him and Roman both had a loss,
Mm-hmm.
more ways than one at WrestleMania. So now
Okay,
we got to
okay.
see how they going to play this, this comeback. Him and
Okay.
Seth Rollins is like obsessed with CM Punk, so I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah, 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 yeah.
how well, like, how well that's going to play out for him, especially trying to become champion.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Maybe they'll do a triple threat. No, because Paul Heyman can't fight.
Well, I know
I was
one
saying.
thing. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. You
No, I
said
was saying like maybe they do like Sami Zayn and CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, but I was trying to think like, how they would,
you sure it might not be
keep that.
Roman? CM Punk and Roman versus Seth and Braun Breaker?
Only reason why I said it, because we haven't had any like glimpse of
Yeah,
Roman
yeah.
coming back yet,
Right, right,
and they've been
right, right,
really
right.
pushing this Sammy like
Yeah,
narrative
Sami
of him having the
Zayn.
choice, like, of
Right.
going to SmackDown or not. So I would think that might be the next logical match, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when Roman Reigns is set to come back. I don't see him come back at Backlash. Um, but I guess we have to wait to see. I know with medically, he got medical issues, so I
Mm-hmm.
know that's probably, and then he has to play this whole heartbreak thing. But I've been waiting for the Tribal Chief to come back, but he just been silent, been ghost.
Silent. Silent. Right.
Like, I mean,
Silent.
I hate to say it, Rhodes predicted his end. Literally,
Mm-hmm.
he has nobody anymore after last
Mm-hmm.
year. A year later, he's empty. He's alone. So
And that's what I was just about to talk about. I was like, next show, because I wasn't prepared for this today, but next show, I'm giving one of the greatest wrestling storylines in the past 30 years, the Bloodline. I'm giving them their proper tribute in a block of this episode because it's over now.
okay,
I mean, it's
yeah,
over.
it's been R.I.P.
2020 to 2025
Yep,
is over now. You
the
feel me?
bloodline is on.
So I'm gonna
They
give them a
all
tribute. We're gonna do something with them in the next wrestling segment. We just got back, so y'all gotta let us get our stride again. I know we was shaking, we was doing our thing. We had finally got everything up and running, and then guess what? We took a break, came back, shit wasn't working right. It took me like 7 tries, but we bike. What else we got? Is there anything else that we need to talk? We're not going to talk about Andor because next week is the final 3 episodes. We might as well wrap it all up next week, because
Okay.
even though these right now, if you're watching this and you've watched Andor, you know these 3 episodes that dropped, what was it, today or yesterday, whatever they dropped, because I watched them today, they were amazing. Well, especially 8 and 9. Whew, 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 whew. Fire. Wait till you watch them at me. But we'll so far, Andor is a great show. I love the Rebel One. That was one of, like, seeing a realistic side of Star Wars, like how Rebel One was filmed is how Andor is. In season 2, episode 8 of Andor is that level of how that final scene in Rebel One was before the Death Star blew that joint up. That was, oh man, fire. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. That was fire. I thought it was over after these 3 episodes. And I looked at my little TV app and it says the final 3 are next week. I was like, oh, I got 3
Yeah,
more.
last season was 12
Yeah.
episodes, so I thought they would
And
do
this
the
is
same
it.
amount.
This is it. This is the last
Yeah, it's the
season
last
of this show.
season. Yep.
Oh
I'm
man.
gonna watch it. You did me. I like how you say I'm not gonna talk about it, but
But
let me describe it in detail without giving spoilers.
I'm sorry.
Well, as far as anything that we need to talk about, I'm not. Like you said, next week we'll do Andor. We'll go backlash to see, what happened, outcome of the matches. Is Pac gonna be Gunther? Probably not. Uh,
Right, 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 right,
uh,
right. It'll be our
uh,
it'll be our post, like she said, backlash show. And real quick, I want to throw in there. I think, well, how you got it now, this is probably our schedule. It'll be live
mhm.
streamed on Twitch on Wednesday, and the VOD will be up on YouTube. We just filling this out right now. I mean, at minimum, the show will be out on YouTube on Thursday. At minimum. So
Thursdays.
pretty much we'll let you know. And we might, every now and then, we might, if something like a major trailer or something comes out and we have the time, we'll throw other content out there. But yeah, we're back at it. I'm gonna let Ebony finish up because I'm done. She can say her final thoughts and we can sail this ship away till next week. So what you got, mama?
Dang, I feel like a major trailer just came out, and now I can't remember what the trailer was for. Anyway, I'll think about it.
Oh, hold on. We can say something. We can say
Okay.
something. A couple trailer wise. What trailers did you see when you saw Thunderbolts?
Oh, Thunderbolts. Oh, so we got obviously the Fantastic Four trailer.
Right, right,
I
right,
got
right.
the Karate Kid trailer.
Yeah, got that.
I got the Jurassic Park trailer,
Got that.
and I got
did you get
what's
did you get Tron?
yes, the Tron
Oh,
trailer. Like it's something else. Once it came on the screen, I knew what it was.
yeah.
I was like, I was in the theater. I was like, this Tron. They're like, okay,
Yo,
no, y'all, this Tron. Like this is Tron.
yo.
How can I say that
I
this is
cannot
Tron?
wait.
Like
I
it was
cannot
so
wait.
good. Like
I
if you haven't
cannot
seen the Tron
wait.
trailer, you guys got to go watch the Tron trailer.
Right.
Got
That
to
movie
like
that came out before this one, I bought the soundtrack. I love that movie so much that you remember the one that came out maybe 10 years ago, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, fire. Also, the race car movie with Damson Idris in it. I
Oh,
want to see
and
that. You know who it
Ben
is.
Affleck, not
Not
Matt
Ben
Damon, the
Affleck.
other white
It's
guy,
one of the
Brad
beautiful
Pitt.
white men. It's one of those beautiful white men.
I think
Is
I
it
was about to say
him?
it's not Ben Affleck. I think it's Brad Pitt. Mr. Smith, Brad Pitt. Yeah. No, that's
Okay.
not. Yeah, Brad Pitt. I was like, one of these beautiful white men.
Hold on, he said Daft Punk. Hold on, what did we say about Daft Punk? Did we say something about Daft Punk in the comments? He got to remind us because we might be, we just be talking. Did I name a movie?
What you mean Daft Punk did it? Skitty 80613.
Also, Mission Impossible. I
Oh,
have to see that. I'm like, uh, Mission Impossible is some of my favorite movies. Oh, Nine Inch
it's
Nails is doing the same. Oh. Yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah.
okay,
I
yeah,
got you.
got you.
Daft Punk did do the
But
Tron.
Tron,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
that's what
I'm
we're talking about.
sorry. I was smoking that good
Hopefully, this is the
tree.
final
I was
mission.
smoking that good tree, so I might have forgot a little. Yeah, perfect. So Nine Inch Nails is doing the soundtrack for the new Tron. Man, yo, that shit, I can't wait. I'm back because this Marvel movie was so good to me. It got me
Hmm.
back in the feeling of going to the movies again. Like it was, I
Yeah,
took time
yeah,
off the movies because Marvel movies was bad to me, and I was waiting to
yeah.
fire
I
stick
agree.
it. I don't care what people say. I fire stick it. You feel me? So,
I did that with Captain America, so I understand.
how did you feel about that? Real quick,
See,
did you like it?
actually did like originally. Now after watching Thunderbolts, I had to go back and re-rate it because I think I rated it prematurely because it was Black History Month and we had a Black Panther. So I think I was like boasting it because
Mm.
originally I gave it an 8, but now having Thunderbolts,
Yo, I
I
was
am
about to
now
say you be giving
dropping
things
the
eights
rating.
like.
Correction. Okay, originally I gave it a 7.5/8, and I
Okay.
actually broke it down why I did that because the
Mm,
plot was trash. It was basically
right.
the Incredible Hulk 3, and it
Right.
was starring Captain America. But I love Sam as Captain America. I think he did a
Mm,
great job in his introduction role. I love the Isaiah Bradley, arc, and I love the him and Falcon. I hated the
mm,
mention of the little island with the baby what you call 'em that we never really gonna have any fight with. But
uh,
now I think I give it like
oh
a
yeah,
six
yeah,
point
the baby Celestial. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, the baby
yeah.
celestial, like you ain't never gonna that's all they after Eternals, that's all they could do was mention that, but maybe never.
Right.
But so yeah, I think now it's a 6.5/10. Now that I really
Okay.
think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Thunderbolts was just so I hate to say it, but it was just so plot wise, so cohesive. I felt like it wasn't all over the place. I feel like they didn't have to bring all these extra people in it to make it
Right.
make sense. I feel like they had the right amount of team and the right amount of like bad guy. Like I feel like Captain America, they needed the Red Hulk. They needed too much. They needed leader. They
Mm,
needed too much to
mm.
yeah, sorry, I'm rambling, but
No, no, two
yeah.
things.
So
You missed one thing that you could have added what you said. It was one of the first movies in a while that didn't have to have reshoots with Marvel. It was
yeah,
always look
yeah.
good. And the second thing is, Skitty said it was better than he anticipated, but his
The
expectations were
expectation.
already low. I
Yeah, that's very true.
in another time before Phase 3 ended, I would have been mad at you for saying that. But right now, Skitty, I wholeheartedly agree because that's how I felt going into this. And then I kept seeing people online, like reviewers, saying this movie is great. It's great. I'm like, they building it up. I mean, Marvel is paying
Yeah,
them. And
paying
blah
for it.
blah
Yeah,
blah.
they
I
wanted to be a
watched it.
civil. They wanted to be a Winter Soldier so bad, and just wasn't it.
Right, right,
Just wasn't
right,
it.
right. But I dug this movie a lot. I mean, I dug it. So it gives me so much hope for
For
Fantastic Four that
Fantastic
they
Four,
finally
like
get this
so
right.
much hope. Yeah, I think they got it. Like I mean, just from what I've been seeing, like I love the fact that they're not gonna go over another origin story. We don't need it. We know how they came together. Like
Right,
I love
right,
the
right.
fact they're skipping past that, and we can get really into like a nitty gritty. Like and I love the fact that they're heading towards Franklin Richards, the baby. Like that to me,
Mm-hmm.
that's just enough to say like. you can see where they're going because you're about to bring
Mm,
this OP. You already got Sentry, who's an OP character. Now you're
right,
about to bring another OP character into
right,
the mix. Like, and
right.
this, I'm not gonna spoil it for nobody, but if you don't know about Franklin Richards, you need to read up on him because you ain't never seen a Marvel character made like this.
And also two other things about him. One, he's a mutant, so that whole mutant thing, like he's mutant. What is it? Patient zero,
Yep.
whatever. And two, um, he's heavily involved in the Secret Wars story with Doom. You feel
Yep.
me? So we got that. But we rambling on for another day. So
Yep.
we're concluding this. Where can they find you, Rain? And I gotta change your name up top to reflect that. But where can they find you? Anything to say before we leave? You know, all of that.
Thank you guys for tuning in this week and sticking it out with us. Like you said, we're gonna get back on regular routine. You guys can follow me on all, well, mainly on Facebook and Instagram. I'm trying to get out there on Twitch and TikTok, but my handle is at Rain E Days. That's REIGNEDAYS. I'm the only first one to come up. Please make sure that you like and follow our Facebook page, Bizarro World 2.0, for the latest update and Level Up Lounge. And make sure you follow us on Twitch and on YouTube at the Level Up Lounge as well.
Next week it'll have all her links up pinned up there along with mine. I appreciate you, Skitty, and everyone else who tuned in, and everyone who will watch this in the future and stick with us next week. We will be airing live here Wednesday around 6, and it will be uploaded 12 noon or later on YouTube. All my links are already pinned in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And we are out.